For today's video, I'm going to be doing some easy Dollar Tree home decor DIYs. I think you're going to like these. These came out really cute. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. For the first one, we're going to take this frame from Dollar Tree. I just popped out the back of the frame. And I'm going to use these 3 little glass bottles that I got from Dollar Tree and some floral from Dollar Tree. So the frame needed to be painted, and I decided to use some white acrylic paint. The whole entire frame is going to be white. Now, in order to hang these bottles, I need to create 3 little holes at the top. So I'm just going to create some holes at the top with my drill. The drill wasn't charged enough, so I had to do it off camera and charge my drill. So I'm going to be using these 2 little pieces that were cut off previously from other pieces of DIYs I've used. I decided to paint these black. I'm going to use these for the corners at the bottom of the frame. I'm just going to hot glue them in each side. Now you can leave this part out if you don't have like corner pieces, or if you want, you can add them. I just thought it gave it some character and it looked better with the black in the background. So many cute ideas you can think of for summer or spring. And I thought this would be great for summer as well. Now I'm going to add some jute twine around the bottles. I removed the caps. And I want it to be able to hang inside the hole, so I'm going to grab a piece of jute twine and just glue it on each side. This is going to be where I'm going to be actually placing it inside the hole, and then I'm going to wrap the jute twine around the top of it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I did one, and then I'm going to do the rest off camera. You know, you don't have to use just jute twine. You can use some pretty baker's twine. They have all colors if you want to bring some color into this project, but I thought the jute twine would be fine. So I'm just going to finish wrapping it around the top and then cut the end and glue it to the back. Now, in order to place it through that hole, unfortunately, I didn't make it large enough, so I'm going to have to cut the jute twine in the middle and place it inside the hole separately. So I added a little glue at the end of the jute twine. This way it made it easier to place it inside that hole. So once I have them both inside that hole, I'm just going to tie it off at the top and then cut off the remaining part of the jute twine. And like I said, I'm going to do the rest off camera. Now, if you don't have a drill to create some holes at the top, you can take a nail and just create a little hole, and then use a little thicker screw to place it inside to make the hole bigger. Now I'm going to be placing some flowers inside. Now these are the only small flowers that I had. Now you could place anything you want inside, but I decided to use 3 different colors to place inside the little glass bottles, and I'm just taking off the little leaves on the side. This way it'll fit inside, and one's going to be yellow, blue, and purple. I added 2 per bottle. I thought it looked cute that way. And that's it. This was really easy to make, and really great to place on your shelf or anywhere in your house, actually. All right, for this next project, we're going to use some wall decals from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to use some peat pods, and just going to use one, and a piece of wood from Dollar Tree. I'm going to go ahead and paint the back of it with some moss paint. I'm going to use the rough side of it. And the reason is because once I apply some white paint over the top, it goes on a lot better. So I only need a half of this, so I'm just going to cut it in half and save the other half for another DIY. So now I'm going to apply some ivory paint on the top. I'm not going to fully cover this. I'm just going to lightly cover a little bit of the ivory paint. Now I'm going to be adding some white paint in front of the sign on the edges. And you can see, because of the texture, the rough texture, that it made the white paint go on easy, almost like a chippy effect. Now I'm going to take that wall decal, the thankful piece, and I'm going to place that right in front of the board. Now, I should have used transfer tape because I didn't realize that when it comes off that paper, uh, yeah, it almost got stuck together. So just so you know, you probably most likely need some transfer tape to take it off. Now I'm placing it on the board and making sure that it's not sticking together, but I did manage to get it done. Now, when I placed it on the board, I looked at it and I was like, okay, so it's kind of missing something. So I do use another decal from Dollar Tree, and I'll show you in a little bit which one I used. Now, because the surface is rough, I want to make sure this is going to stay on the board, so I'm going to use some Mod Podge. Now I'm going to glue down that little pea pod to the side, and then I'm going to add some flowers to it. Like I said, I was looking at this and I wanted to leave it as is because I just wanted to say thankful, but it looked kind of plain to me. So after I place down the little pea pod in the corner, I'm going to grab another decal from Dollar Tree. Now I'm going to add these pretty yellow flowers. These are hydrangeas from Dollar Tree. I'm just going to place one of the yellow, and then I'm going to use some greenery from Dollar Tree and place it inside as well. Now you can use any color you like, but I thought the yellow and green looked pretty. I'm just going to use a little bit of the glue to make sure it stays inside. I'm not going to use any floral foam or anything like that because it's so tiny inside. Now here's the other wall decal that I'm going to use. I'm going to just cut out the part where it says Our Families. Like I said, I thought it needed something at the top, but I don't know. You let me know. Did you like it just saying thankful, or do you like the fact that I added the Our Families at the top? You'll see at the end. Now this one you can see a little bit through because it's not like the thankful piece, but it still looks good. I'm just going to place it at the top and add some Mod Podge over the top to make sure it stays on that board. And that's it for this project, and look how cute it came out. This one we're going to take 2 pallets from Dollar Tree. I used these before, and we're going to use some popsicle sticks, and I use my Cricut. So I'm going to cut the popsicle sticks. I'm going to create a little flower box for the front of the pallets, just measuring the side, and then I'm going to cut 2 pieces and then a longer piece for the front, and then one for the base. So I'm going to take the sides and the front and glue them all together. And then once they're all glued together, I'm going to place them right in front of that palette. This is going to create a little flower box for the front. Now I'm just going to glue that to the side of the palette. And then for the base, I'm going to use another popsicle stick and glue it to the bottom. So this way I can place flowers or whatever I want to place inside. It doesn't really have to be perfect. It's going to be for the bottom. Now I decided to paint this a greenish, bluish color. I'm mixing 2 paints together to get the color that I want. And then I'm going to paint the palette that color. The flower box is going to be painted white. I'm going to use some sandpaper and just distress it. I want it to be faded instead of very bright green. I'm going to do the same thing for the flower pot as well. Now I use my Cricut, and I'm just going to place down the word. It says fresh flowers. Well, it said fresh flowers. I took the S off because I didn't have room, but it's fine. And then the middle is going to say market. And then the end will say seeds and blooms. I'm placing down the vinyl that says Seeds and Blooms, and then I will do the other one off camera. I want to create an arrow. I'm just going to use my black marker and just make an arrow. Instead of using my Cricut, I said, well, let me just draw one. Now I'm going to add some moss inside and add a little bit of glue to hold it in place. Now, I initially wanted something that looked like seeds. I don't have anything that looks like seeds, so I just grabbed a few things that I thought may work, and I placed a few inside, but then at the end I did change it. I just took some of the little pieces off that floral and made it look like seeds, and then I added some purple little flowers inside, and that's how I made it look like seeds and blooms. And that is it for this project. Super easy, super cute. All right, this one is going to be the last DIY. I have this little bird in my stash. Not sure where I got it from. This little house came from Dollar Tree, and I used some craft paper from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to place the house on top of the craft paper and trace it. I'm going to use both the craft papers for this DIY. Now the purple one is going to be the whole length of the house, and the other print is going to be slightly smaller. So Katie from Lady Red Crafting reached out to me to be a guest host for a collaboration called Everything Crafting. Also, the other host is going to be Our Gray House. This is going to be for April 26th at 7 p.m. Make sure you stay tuned. I'm going to place the purple one first on the house and just going to use my glue gun. Now I'm going to take the other paper and place it over the top. It's just slightly smaller, and I'm just going to use the glue stick for this one. This comes out super cute and so simple to make. I don't know if your Dollar Tree still carries these little houses. Mine still does. Now I'm going to take this little wood circle that I had in my stash and just going to paint it. Well, not paint it, actually use my gray marker. That's going to be for the bird, what do you call it, bird hole? Now these little chalkboard tags I got from Dollar Tree, I'm just going to write out Home Sweet Home with my white marker. Now if you have a favorite today, let me know in the comments below. And also if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Now I'm just going to glue back that little roof to the house. And I also created a little bird perch, and I just cut a little piece of a skewer stick. I'm going to use that as well. And I want to raise up the bird a little bit, so I'm going to take a little piece of just some little piece of wood that I had in my stash. I'm going to glue that down first, and then place the bird over that just to raise it up a bit. And then, like I said, I created a little bird perch out of a skewer stick, and I'm going to place that right underneath the bird. I did not paint it, I left it that natural color. Then I'm going to place that little tag right underneath the bottom. That's pretty much it for this one. I think it came out super cute. And this project is done. That's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Take care, everyone. I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.